Sir, anything you wanted to do in Azure platform? Sir, can you please switch off that fan? I will increase the noise is happening. So downline, sir, downline. First line, switch off all the, yes. Sorry. So what are the like products you are seeing here? All these things are resources simply. Any service of the Azure is called a resource. In Azure platform, first to work with your resources, you need to create one resource group. Before creating that resource group, first of all, you should take subscription. How to take the subscription? By logging into the portal, portal.azure.com. Just remember this site. Simply portal.azure.com. So no need to write the notes. I'm just session being recorded. So in this, you have two types of subscriptions. One is free trial. Second one is pay as you go. So for our practice purpose, we can go for the free trial. It will ask you some credit card credentials. Okay, just enter into that one. Initially, 1 rupee it will cut off. Even that will be reverted back to you. It is giving you $200 worth of credit. And also validity duration for this $200 is 30 days. Suppose if I took free trial, in 2 days I consumed all the things, then my account automatically deactivated. Next onwards, nothing will be charged from you because account is deactivated. If I manually convert that into pay as you go, then only charges will be applied. Okay, no need to worry about that. After 30 days, suppose you have used only $100, but 30 days completed, account will be deactivated. New account, or you have to create new account or convert the existing account into pay as you go. Only two options. Okay, for our practice, just a free trial is okay because we are not going to deal with the terabytes of data for practice. Okay, free trial is okay. Like this. Okay. So generally organizations go with pay as you go, the trainers and students will go with the free trial. Okay, that is a simple thing. Right, sir. So simply I will log in into the portal. Just portal.azure.com. Already I took subscription. Almost for me, for every 10 days once, one new subscription is required. Okay. That mostly my students are helping me these subscriptions. Right, sir. This is our first step. Once you have taken the account, once you have logged in by entering your credentials, now you are into portal. Any resource you want to create, the first fundamental step is you have to create resource group. So before resource group, one simple point about the still subscriptions only. One organization can use multiple subscriptions. Why multiple subscriptions? Because they have different environments. Like they have dev environment, development environment. And they have QA, that is a test environment. And pre-production. And production, finally production. The two they can have here multiple test environments test 1, test 2, test 3, like that. Depends on how many environments are there. For each environment, so one separate subscription they will be used. Suppose here subscription 1. And for the next environment, they might be using second subscription. For pre-production, separate subscription. And also for production, one subscription. Because the number of resources are different. Suppose if they use same one single subscription for all the environments. So finally, the managing the bills is very tough for the organization. Generally, in the suppose I am using clusters. Clusters means network of the nodes. In generally in pre-production, like development production. Sir, if time expired, like please join into the same meeting. Sir, if meeting terminated, please join into the same meeting. If it is development environment, they might be using 5 node cluster. Suppose Databricks point of view, I'm saying. And if it is test environment, they might be using only 3 or 4 or 5 nodes, 5 node cluster. If it is pre-production, some 50 node cluster. And if it is production, they might be using 100 node cluster. So environment to environment, the data work volume is different, data workload is different. That's why definitely the number of hardware resources are different. So that's why to manage bills separately, they will be using different environments, different subscriptions. Okay. So for now, like we are simply going with one single subscription to practice all the things. But one thing, sir, here, there is important thing. You are a developer, your place is here. You have created in ADF, you are responsible to create your pipelines, data pipelines. Okay, I have done a pipeline, but how to move that, how to deliver that pipeline to my testers. Okay, my tester is in a different environment. I am a developer, I am in a different environment. How to deliver the pipeline, what I have developed in one environment to other environment. Suppose if test is approved, then that has to be moved into the pre-production. If pre-production is also accepted, then that has to be moved into production. But how to migrate these pipelines? Now, I'm not talking about data. How to migrate my developed components like pipelines from one environment to other environment. Here you will have to use a special weapon here. The conceptually, this is simply called as CI/CD. What is CI/CD? Continuous integration and continuous delivery or deployment. Okay, the CI/CD pipelines will be created by the Azure DevOps. Again, keep it in mind to understand this last point. No need to learn entire Azure DevOps. There is a pre-built service called Azure DevOps here in our Azure platform. Under Azure DevOps, just there is a service called CI/CD pipeline. Just you should know only how to create CI/CD pipeline for our ADF pipelines. That is enough. Okay. So that thing also you need not to learn separately about this. You will be learning as part of this training only. Right? Yeah. So these things you have to do. And also one more point here about the subscription, the enterprise customers. They can go up to maximum 2,000 subscriptions. This is the limit given by the Microsoft for one organization. Okay, my organization is small. I just need only one dev environment, one test environment, one pre-production, one production. Suppose you take example of Reliance, they have multiples of verticals. That means like different lines of businesses. At the time, that may be suitable for them. They may go for 1,000 subscriptions or 1,500 subscriptions, but maximum limit is 2,000 for one organization. Okay. Generally, in organizations as a developer, we don't involve in such kind of things. They will create subscriptions and they will provide you access with that subscriptions to you. Got it? Yeah. So let's come to our first part. We are going to work with resource group. What is a resource group? Is simply is a collection of resources. The collection of resources. Every service of Microsoft is called a resource. Got it. Suppose Azure SQL, one resource. Azure Data Lake, that is one resource, like that. So it's a collection of resources. And also under one subscription, again, the point here, under one subscription, you can create multiple resource groups. So I'm going for RG1, resource group 1, RG2, resource group 2, RG3. So why multiple resource groups are required here? Think that this is for project works. The resource group 2 for project and resource group 3, this is for project. Suppose my first project is purely development related Azure project, not data platform. So for this project, what I need is Azure SQL I need, Azure functions I need, and Azure logic apps I need. I need only these three things, enough. Remaining products not required to be in the first project. For example, second project is data engineering project, that too only ETL related project. So here my resources can be Azure SQL, Azure Synapse, and Data Lake, and finally, in the third products, all the above products I have, like Azure SQL, Synapse, and Data Lake. I have ADF, and also additionally I have Cosmos DB and Databricks. This is my these are the resources in my third project. What is the advantage if I go with multiple resource groups? Can you guess it? Point number one, I can manage the resources easily. Suppose tomorrow my project one got completed, next onwards I don't need it. Simply I will delete this resource group. If I delete this resource group, all the resources will be removed from that. Next onwards, no billing for those services for. Okay. So on that way I can manage easily. And second benefit, so end of the day, finally, under my subscription, I have to pay monthly bill to the Microsoft. Suppose today my bill totally, think that 5 lakhs is a monthly bill for my issue. But which project consumed more bill? What is the budget allocation for the bill applied for each project? I want to know. So if there are resource group separately for each resource group, how much bill is applied, I can easily analyze the things. That is another advantage. Okay. So managing, I can easily manage my bills, and also I can manage my resources. That's why the first step in Azure, you have to do, create your resource group. How to create the resource group, the practical part we will see. This is very simple. Come to the portal, this is your initial environment. Okay. So here, you can check here, create a resource group, subscriptions, like that. Just click on the subscriptions. What subscriptions your organization have, all these details are here. I have only one subscription, that is a free trial. Okay, I'm going back, go to home. Here, third option, resource groups. Okay. So suppose if you don't find this option over here in this list, you can type in the search. Suppose I am typing like resource. Already existed, I have 2 resource groups. Suppose as a trainer, I am using these resource groups like that way, in the way, suppose for your batch, one resource group, for the next batch, another resource group, like that. Got it? So these are the resource groups created in previous. I want to create my own resource group for you batch. Just click on create. It is asking you some details. First, subscription ID. My ID is here, free trial. And resource group name it is asking you. Suppose I am giving practice RG. The resource group name practice RG. And then immediately it is asking you region. What is region here? A small discussion. Region is a data center maintained by the Microsoft for you. Maintained by Microsoft. The two under one region, there can be one or more region, more data centers will be there. Data center, suppose I am creating Azure SQL. Azure SQL is a database. For the database related info, I need infrastructure. The infrastructure engaged at this data center. So generally we are selecting our regions, which is nearest to our current location. Suppose you have an organization, world globe wise, you are doing a business. Most of your customers are from America. You will be selecting America.